Hello YouTube, this is Apocalypse, and today I want to make a video to see if this TV is still relevant. Now, before I tell you what this TV is, last week we did the CX to see if it was relevant 1 year later. Yes, it is. It has HDMI 2.1, it has G-Sync, it has auto low latency mode, it has variable refresh rate. You know what I mean? So, and yes, it is a great TV for movie watching and gaming. So now we're going to step back in time a little bit. This is the 2017 C7. Yes, I said C7, 65 inch. Is it still relevant? In one word, yes, it is. And I'm going to tell you why. For one of the features that I like that this TV have that the new ones don't, because people would juice it up all the time and ruin the screen, is OLED light. I have the OLED light at 100. You do not have those on the new ones. The new ones are preset to what LG wants them to be in rather vivid mode or standard mode or whatever, IPS mode, anything. It's preset from the factory so people don't sit there and juice up their TV and create burn-in in a faster amount of time is what it is. You know, because what is it? With great power comes a great responsibility, right? So anyway, that is one of the features that this TV has that the new ones don't. Now this TV does have Dolby Atmos. It has a pixel shift. It has a pixel refresher and everything on it to help prevent burn-in. But with that OLED light, if you would juice it up and leave it on a static image for, you know, weeks at a time, yes, you're going to get burn-in. There's no avoiding it. So LG decides, instead of replacing a bunch of panels all the time, to go ahead and moderate the OLED light themselves. That way, you know, it reduces burn-in. Now, is this TV still relevant? Yes. Like I said, yes, it is still relevant, because even though that this doesn't have variable refresh rate, G-Sync, auto low latency, it doesn't have 2.1, it has 2.0. This TV still looks spectacular. I mean, it's an OLED panel. Of course it's going to look good. But the thing about it is, this panel is the same that's going to be on the new ones, on the CXs, on the C9s, on the C8s. It's the same exact panel. What is different is the technology behind it. They use the same OLED panel, LG does. And by the way, for you people that do not know this, LG does provide Vizio's new panels. They provide Sony's new panels, Panasonic's panels. They provide everybody's panels because LG has, you know, they've perfected the OLED screen. So, getting back to what I was saying, it is the same panel, but different technology behind it. You have the different processor and you have the different programming and stuff like that behind it. But it's the same exact screen. This screen is the same. If I would go out and buy a CX right now, 65 inch, not the 55 that I have, but the 65 I have, this is going to be the same exact screen. I guarantee you. Now, people want to fact check. You can fact check all you want. They've been the same panel since this model, the C7 or the B7. Now, when you get to the EF, what was it, the EF 9500s or whatever, and then the B6s and stuff like that, then that's when you go back so far. That I think that they was just producing, starting to get into producing the OLED panels, so they're still in development. But since the C7s, the B7s, all the way up, it's the same panel. Anyway, this TV is spectacular. It's got spectacular highlights. Let me see if I can get something up here without causing a, excuse my window glare in the back. But let's see here. Let's see, don't want to copyright that. Don't want to copyright that. Oh. Okay, let's see. Oh, the motion on this TV, believe it or not, is excellent. Let's see here. Lightning. Okay. When you're able to adjust the backlight, you can adjust this stuff. I mean, it looks near OLED brightness. I mean, not OLED brightness, but near LED brightness. It's actually spectacular. The lightning coming down from here is that bright. But that also has a lot to do with the infinite contrast ratio, of course. And the infinite black levels. But you can see how detailed this picture is. Now, I've had some LED TVs. I had the Vizio P-Series Quantum X that did not look this spectacular, believe it or not. And that's a 3,000 nit TV. The contrast ratio on that one was only like 15,000 to 1 or something like that. But this one right here is just, I guess it's got to be because of the infinite contrast. I mean, you see the clouds, very detailed. The black levels on this camera, I'm looking at my camera and talking about the TV. The black levels on this is just, I mean, it's unbelievable. Because it's an OLED. OLED's going to have excellent black levels. This TV, yes, it's relevant in 2021 because, I mean, the picture on this thing is spectacular. I mean, I can't get over how good this looks, even though it's 4 years old, 3 years old, technically. It's a spectacular looking TV. What have we got up here? Mary Poppins Returns, Ferdinand. The best. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. This is actually pretty good. I'm not going to go on a rant about WandaVision or anything else on here, but what I'm saying is what I've been saying all along. OLED's a great TV, no matter what you put on it. No matter what kind of picture you put on it, no matter what kind of games. Now, even though this doesn't have auto low latency and stuff like that, it's still a good gaming TV because it has such a fast refresh rate because, I mean, it's instantaneous, really. I mean, the OLED lights, they shut off and kick on like instantaneously. So, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you say you buy a used C8, right? Or you buy a used B8 or a C7 or a C9, you're not going, unless it's got like severe burn-in, you're not going to be hurting. Okay, you're still going to get your money's worth because it's still a spectacular TV. I cannot stress that enough. It is a spectacular TV. And I'm not pushing it because I like LGs. Everybody that watches my channel, I go through Samsungs, I go through LGs, I go through Sonys, I go through Vizios, I go through Hisenses. I'm not particular towards one, but when it comes to OLED technology, I prefer an LG because they have it down pat. They've been doing it long enough, they've been in the game long enough that they know exactly what they're doing and how to build a panel. I may, Dead Space Platinum, I gotta watch that. Anyway, so my point being, if you find one of these at a really good price, and I'm going to tell you what I got this for. This is a 65-inch OLED. Yes, it's a C7, but it's the same panel that a CX has on it. And I can tell you from firsthand experience between the CX that I got and this one, the picture looks the exact same, except this one can get brighter. And that to me is like awesome. But I got this TV off of a guy for $800. $800, okay? And I got a modern panel. Now the technology behind it's not the same, but the picture quality is the same. The processor on this one is the IA7, I believe. And the new ones are the 9s. Okay. Actually, I think the new ones are, I'll have to check on that and get back with you. But other than this one's a little bit slower than the old. I'm talking about seconds, like half a second slower than the CX. But everything else is the same. The picture quality, the sound is actually really good on this TV, and I can adjust the brightness how I want it. And I'm not talking about brightness as in washing it out brightness. I'm talking about the OLED light. I can make it as bright as I want, which makes me happy. You can't do that on the CX or the new ones. But relevancy, yes, this TV is still relevant. Would I get one if I went out and found one used that was in really good shape like I did? Yes, I would jump on it in a second. This TV will still last you. Sorry. This TV will still last you 5, 7 years. But think about it. In 5 to 7 years, you're going to have such new technology that, you know, you buy one of those TVs, it might last 10 to 20 years. Now, they say that these things are good up to 25 years, these TVs. I believe it. I mean, if you took care of it, you did your pixel refresher and everything, yeah, I believe that it would last. I believe you could game on it, watch movies on it. Streaming is great on it. Do whatever you had to. But the thing is, you got to take care of your panel. Otherwise, you get burned in, you have all kinds of issues, you start having dead pixels. Got to take care of your panel. Don't be one of these people that leave their TV on 24/7 on a news network. And I mean, you have the logo imprinted at the bottom because you didn't change the channel. Get one. If you get one used, yes, it's worth getting one used. Now, a lot of people like the new technology. A lot of people want the gaming and stuff like that, the gaming options. And that's great. Get you one. But if you're just a movie watcher and this has decent, gaming capabilities, I would jump on it. I really would. Even though it's older, it's the same panel. Different technology, same panel. Picture looks just as good. But anyway, I'm going to quit rambling on now. This is Kimpocalypse. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos, and I'll have more for you next time.